you guys, it's Britt. Tonight I want to talk to you about a couple things that unsolicited advice that I would give to Love Meg. A lot of times when I'm sitting on my channel ranting and stuff, I try to actually offer a solution. I know that nobody's gonna listen, none of these YouTubers care about what I have to say, but if I'm gonna give a bunch of problems, then I only feel like it's fair to once in a while also give some solutions. So we're gonna do this video about Love Meg and her recent catastrophes that she's been causing all over the internet. But if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so we're all familiar with Love Meg. She has come out with so many different ways to make herself wealthier off the backs of her subscribers while simultaneously disrespecting them, talking down to them, ranting and raving all over her Instagram stories, calling them out specifically when they leave a comment with constructive criticism or negative feedback, and she thinks that she's just laughing all the way to the bank, but in fact she has made a public mockery of herself, and that's why so many people have vacated her channel, and some commentary channels decide to talk about it, myself being one of them. Now, first things first, I want to go over two posts that she shared on Instagram. First, let's talk about a commenter that she screenshotted and put on her Instagram stories. Now, she does this all the time. This is not something new or special. She likes to do this all the time. And the person said, "I'm so glad you are back to your house and didn't sell it. Love you, Meg." And she puts this emoji that's like facepalm and says, "If y'all see me taking a break from reading comments, this is why. LOL. I can't. I have a feeling we will be in Europe, and even when I share old videos on the site, people will still think we are moved back." So she's obviously a little bit frustrated, and even though she blocked this person's username out, let's be honest, her social media page is not that big where someone can't go find this comment and figure out who it is. And since Meg has painted this person in a negative light, some of her few diehard fans and stans could go attack this person because she is painting this person out to be the bad guy, the annoying person, the lady that doesn't get it, the lady that is causing her to facepalm herself and such an inconvenience. So fine, you mark the person's name out, but you're still making a really big deal out of nothing. If this person thinks that you haven't sold your house, so what? They don't deserve to have their comment blasted all over your Instagram stories to put themselves in a negative light by Meg. That's not fair. It's not fair for someone who might be confused or just a little bit behind schedule. Now, I'll tell you guys from my stance, I'll get comments or DMs and some people will be like, "Oh, can you talk about this person?" Or "Did you see that?" And I've already made a video on it, but that person might have just had a really busy day and not seen my video, or maybe they were on vacation and they're playing catch up, or maybe real life just got in the way and they took some time away from YouTube and social media. I don't respond to those people with a facepalm saying, "Oh my God, I already made that video, you idiot." Basically making them feel stupid for not being able to keep up. Other people who support you on YouTube have lives. I definitely just realized that my TV was on, so I apologize if that was distracting. But these people who support you on YouTube, they have real jobs and they have kids and they have families. And even if they don't have kids or families, they have things that they do during the day. Maybe they have hobbies that don't include being a social media influencer and just scrolling on social media all day and night. So for her to display this obvious frustration, and this is not the first time that she's done it several times, where she's getting upset at people that are not up to speed. Meg might be one of 500 people that this person follows on social media. There's no rule that says you can only follow one cleaning lifestyle vlogger. So if they haven't been able to keep up, maybe it's because they actually unplugged from social media and they're not following Meg's every move. The people that do follow her every move, she calls them stalkers, and they're just obsessed with her. So it's damned if you do and damned if you don't. But aside from making herself look like petty and annoying. I don't really understand what the point of Meg putting these comments out all the time on her Instagram story is, because to other people that follow her, whether they like her or they don't like her, at a certain point, it just makes her look really dumb. And, you know, people start to wonder, why are you constantly making others feel so singled out and so trying to make others look so stupid? To me, a part of this is almost like, look away from me and all of the bad things that I'm doing. Look at how stupid this person is for not being able to keep up with my life and what I'm doing over here and all of the moves that we've been making and telling people about. Look at how stupid this person is for not being able to catch up with those or keep up with us. That's what it looks like to me and many others. I've talked to a lot of y'all behind the scenes, and everyone's kind of on the same page, and it's just kind of like cringeworthy at this point, a lot of the things that she's doing. Secondly, let's talk about what she's uploading on lovemake.video. Now, we've had this conversation before, so this is not going to be a really long rant, but she's uploading old content on lovemake.video. Now, when lovemake.video was launched, it was supposed to be new exciting content for those who were in a position to pay for the monthly or annual fee, and they were going to get access to really cool content that wasn't sponsorships and didn't have ads on it. And it was going to be Meg's way of giving them special content that she couldn't put on YouTube because supposedly she is shadow banned, and if she does any different content on YouTube, it will not perform in the algorithm. So lovemake.video was born. And from what I've seen, and I've seen a lot on lovemake.video, full videos, not just thumbnails and stuff, the videos that I have watched are either old or they're things that could easily be put on YouTube. It's nothing outside of her niche, outside of her genre. It's a lot of clean with me, decorate with me, vlog, day in the life type content. It's not like she's over there posting true crime stuff that is possibly going to get demonetized or talking about really serious topics that might be triggering for people, and that's why it's behind a paywall, because YouTube would not show it in the algorithm. It's the same content. So for me, over the last several months, it's confirmed that this was just a greedy money move. And that's what I said early on. But to be fair, I have allowed time to pass by, and I've seen exactly what she has put out over the course of several months. And it's nothing that couldn't go on YouTube and get flagged, demonetized, or, threatened to be taken down. So confirmed, money moves all over the place with Love Meg. And if that's her gig, that's her gig. But a lot of people are seeing through it. And we're just in a time where people are not here for greedy influencers who have taken multiple PPP loans out. They are bitchy to their own followers. They forget where they came from, and they're posting content that could be put on YouTube behind a paywall. And on top of it, let's be honest, the cherry on top is the whole thing with her senior dog and flying that dog to Italy. And I don't care how many people get upset at me. I have my opinion about that. That's where I stand, and I'm not going to change my mind about it. Now, it was funny because someone put out a comment on my last video and they said, "Oh, you expect her to not live her life?" No, I never said that. I've never once said Meg and her husband should not go to Italy because of their dog. I've said that they should make the selfless decision to allow the dog to stay where the dog is comfortable, possibly with one of Meg or Justin's family members. If the dog is so familiar with Meg and Justin's family and maybe even some of their really close friends that have the space and the ability to care for their dog and would be open to that. If I had a family member who had a senior dog and they were moving overseas and they were okay with it, I would absolutely offer the dog to stay with me so that the dog didn't have to go on a plane. Even if it was some kind of special accommodation on the plane, I still think that it's a lot of stress. And that's kind of where I stand on it. Like I said, I'm not going to change my mind, so I don't want to rant on that for too long. But here are the unsolicited pieces of advice that I would give Love Meg. First of all, stop singling out your subscribers and making them look stupid in front of other people. It makes her look like a it makes you look like a high school mean girl. I know she's probably not watching this, but it makes Meg look like a high school mean girl, picking people out and trying to paint them in a light where it's negative, and then knowing that some of her other fans might go find this comment, figure out who the commenter is, and it's all downhill from there. You're playing an us versus them game, and it's gross, all because someone hasn't watched all of your videos. Get over yourself. Secondly, the posting old content behind the paywall, all that it makes you look like, Meg, is a greedy, money hungry little influencer who cannot get enough, and you're not delivering on your promises. The idea of Love Meg That Video was not pitched to be a video archive. It was pitched to be new, exciting content. That's why people were paying for it, and it's stuff that could not go on YouTube. That's why it was going on a paywall site. So do I think that Meg will change? I don't, but am I going to keep talking about her? I am, because as I said in my last video, I think that this makes for a really interesting situation. You know, Love Meg is interesting for the same reasons that Dennis Deaf Noodles is interesting, and it's that I don't think that their behaviors that are being displayed publicly, it's not something that you come across every single day on YouTube. You might come across your surface level entitled influencer or someone who can't take criticism, but it's the amount of just absolute insanity and cringeworthiness that people like this put out on a daily basis. And that's why the content continues to make itself, because there's so many things to react to and talk about. And I have an audience that likes to hear my opinions, and that's what I'm here to provide within reason. You know, we're not here to bully, harass, or just be outright assholes to anyone. But, you know, also let it be known that Love Meg did call me a narcissist when she is not a doctor or a mental health professional. And she also sent her followers with instruction on how to shut my channel down. So I'm going to continue to cover Meg, and you know, there are just a select few that make for a really interesting commentary. But either way, tell me what you guys think. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.